Meteorology by Sydney Mosby. Today we'll be covering Homework 1, Part 3. The first topic we're going to talk about is the formation of precipitation. To talk about this, we must first look at the water cycle. The water cycle starts in a liquid state. After it starts to evaporate, it turns into water vapor. Once in the atmosphere, the water vapor will condense and form clouds. Once the clouds are too full with water, they will rain down, becoming runoff, groundwater, and/or will start over with the water cycle. Let's look back at the stage where water vapor condenses. Saturated air rises quickly. As it does, it indicates condensation. This creates droplets of water in the cloud. The drops continue to grow and condense until they reach a diameter of 50 to 100 micrometers. Once the droplets' weight increases enough to overcome the updraft, they will be able to fall to the ground, slowly breaking down into smaller droplets. What is the difference between rain, snow, sleet, and hail? Rain is drops of water that fall from a cloud to the ground. Rain will fall in temperatures above freezing. Rain droplets tend to be about 0.5 to 5 millimeters in size. Snow is described as precipitation in the form of ice crystals, or as we know them, snowflakes. Temperature plays a big part in the size and shape of snow. Snow happens when the air is 32 degrees or lower, as the ice crystals fall to the ground. Sleet is small particles of ice that tend to be clear. Sleet is formed when raindrops fall from a warmer air to a colder layer of air below. This causes the raindrops to freeze and hit the ground as small pellets. Hail is described as precipitation in the form of hard, rounded pellets, or lumps of ice. The size of hail depends on how many times it was caught in an updraft where it would collect more cooled water. Hail typically forms in cumulonimbus clouds. The next topic we're going to be talking about are the types of fronts. A warm front is when warm air occupies territory that was originally covered by cool air. The warm air sends the retreating wedge of cold air. This produces clouds and precipitation. They can also bring cumulonimbus clouds and thunderstorms. A cold front is when dense cold air is actively advancing into an area that was previously warm air. These fronts tend to move faster and have steeper slopes than warm fronts. Cold fronts can bring heavy rain, thunder, and lightning, and sometimes hail. A stationary front is when both sides of a front is neither toward the cold air mass nor toward the warm air mass. This front may cause some gentle precipitation. Occluded fronts are an active cold front that overtakes a warm front. The cold air wedges the warm front upward and then creates a new front between them. This front can cause precipitation, but the weather is typically more complex. The third and final topic we're going to be talking about today is airlifting. The lifting of air is important because it cools itself to dew point temperature. Saturation occurs and clouds develop. Clouds can bring rain. One type of mechanism that causes air to rise is orographic lifting. This is where air is forced to rise over a mountainous barrier. This can also bring precipitation to the windward slope. By the time the air reaches the leeward side, most of the air moisture is gone, resulting in a desert. Another type of mechanism is frontal wedging. This is when cooler, denser air acts as a barrier over the warmer, less dense air. This can cause clouds and storms. Thank you.